Hi, my friend. Welcome back to English Adventure, where the language meets real life. I'm Adam. If you're new here, make sure to follow this podcast and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss an episode. We're here to help you learn real English in real life, faster, smarter, and with more confidence. Whether this is your first time or you've been with us for a while, I'm really glad you're tuning in. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you've been learning English for months or even years, but you're still not where you want to be? You're not alone. And here's the truth. In 2025, with AI, new tools, and global content everywhere, there's no reason to waste time on methods that don't work. So today, I'm going to share what actually works to learn English faster this year and how you can use it in your daily life starting now. Let's dive in. So first, let's talk about something really important. What doesn't work anymore? Because before you do more of the right things, you've got to stop doing the wrong ones. Let's get real. Relying only on textbooks. If you're still learning from outdated grammar books or boring school lessons, stop. They have their place. But in 2025, real life English is what matters. Memorizing random word lists. You don't need 1,000 flashcards. You need real vocabulary words you'll actually use in conversations. Waiting for the perfect time. There's no magic moment to start speaking. You get fluent by speaking badly first. That's how we all start. Me, you, everyone. All right, now that we know what doesn't work anymore, let's look at what actually does work in 2025. And trust me, these are things you can start using right away. Let's talk about what actually works in 2025 and how you can start using these methods today. First, micro-learning with purpose. Instead of trying to study English for 2 or 3 hours straight, which often leads to boredom or burnout, focus on short, powerful sessions. Just 10 to 15 minutes a day of the right kind of practice can make a huge difference. For example, listen to one podcast episode like this and try to shadow a few sentences. That means you repeat what I say out loud with the same rhythm and emotion. Or write a few lines in English about your day, what you did, how you felt, what you're planning tomorrow. When your brain gets small, repeated input like this, it remembers more. That's how we build habits, and fluency comes from consistency, not long study hours. Next, speak before you're ready. I know this sounds scary, but it's the fastest way to become fluent. Don't wait until your grammar is perfect or your vocabulary is big. Just start speaking. Now, you can use language exchange apps to talk to people, or practice with AI chat tools, or even speak to yourself in the mirror. Fluency is not just about knowledge. Fluency is a speaking skill, and you only get better by using it. Another powerful strategy is to use English in your real life. Try to surround yourself with English as much as you can. Change your phone or computer settings to English. Watch YouTube videos with English subtitles about topics you love, like cooking, travel, football, or psychology. Read articles, books, or even social media posts in English. This is called immersion, and it works even if you live in a non-English speaking country. When English becomes part of your daily routine, it stops feeling like studying and starts becoming part of who you are. And finally, use the input to output method every day. It's simple, but it works. First, get some input. Listen to something in English, maybe a podcast like this, a short video, or a conversation clip. Then, create output. Take what you heard and do something with it. Repeat a sentence out loud. Write down your thoughts in your own words. Use one new phrase in a real sentence. For example, if you hear the sentence, "I don't feel like going out today," you can take that and make it your own. Like, "I don't feel like doing my homework today." Or, "I don't feel like cooking dinner tonight." That's real learning. You're not just memorizing. You're connecting English to your life. And that's how fluency happens. So now you know what works, but how do you actually apply it in your daily life? Let me give you 3 simple actions you can start today. These are small, realistic steps, no stress, no confusion, just real progress. First, choose one podcast like this one and listen to it every day for the next 7 days. Don't try to study 100 new things at once. Stick to one resource, repeat it, and let it sink in. The more you listen to the same English, the more your brain starts to recognize patterns and rhythm. That's how fluency builds naturally. Second, shadow 1 minute of speech each day. Find a short clip, maybe from this podcast, and repeat after me out loud. Match the tone, the speed, and the emotion. This simple habit will train your mouth, your ears, and your confidence like a daily workout for your speaking muscles. And third, start a 30-day English journal. It doesn't have to be long. Just write 2 or 3 sentences a day. Write about what you did today, how you feel, what you're planning. Use the new words or phrases you've learned, and by the end of the month, you'll look back and be amazed at how much you've written and how much your English has grown. Before we wrap up, let's review some useful phrases from today's episode. No more wasting time means stop using methods that don't help. Real life English means English you use in everyday situations. Shadowing means repeating a sentence immediately after you hear it. Fluency is a speaking skill, means you improve by doing, not just knowing. And micro-learning means studying in small, powerful moments. Try using one of these in your own sentence today. Let me leave you with this. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be consistent. You don't need more apps. You need more action. And you don't need to wait for the perfect time. Today is perfect. This year, 2025, could be the year you finally speak English confidently. But only if you stop doing what doesn't work and start using what does. And guess what? You're already doing it just by listening here. So don't stop. Thanks so much for joining me on this episode of English Adventure. If you found this helpful, don't forget to follow the podcast and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've also got a free PDF that reviews today's tips and vocabulary. You can grab it in the description. Keep practicing, keep showing up, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, stay curious, stay confident, and keep going. Bye for now.